Hi, Sarah here. I've got a quick video, or probably not so quick, of my December daily kit that I'm going to be using. So here it is. It's absolutely ridiculous how much stuff I've got here, but it's all organised, and whatever I don't use will go back in my stash for following years, and it's let me have a good look at how much stuff I actually have. So I'm going to go through all this one section at a time. So first off, I'll show you what papers I'm going to be using this year. So I have chosen to use some papers that came in this year's kits, which I get from Mind the Scrap. I have my November kit and my Documenting December kit, which I've separated up. I'm not using them all in the same all together, if that makes sense. I'm using them separately. So I've got a paper pad from that. I grabbed a paper pad. These are all the little 6x6 ones. This one's from Hobbycraft. I've got some leftover paper pads in the Snow and Cocoa. These are a few bits that are left over, but it makes up probably more than one there. And I've also got Fa La La, which they are really stingy. I thought you'd get 36 like normal, but there's literally only 24. But they do have gold foiling on these ones. But yeah, very thin. So the rest of what's in here is the papers and the specialty papers like vellum and things I'm going to be using. So what I'll do is I'll take these out and I'll just show you them all quickly. These are the papers. So I'm not going to go through what each one is. I mean, I've got haul videos for pretty much everything that I've purchased for Christmas crafting over the past couple of years. So I will just show you the papers that I've chosen. So from Sweater Weather, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. From Snow and Cocoa, that one. I think some of the patterns on these are going to be a little too big for the size I want to work with, but I do want to use larger patterns on the pages where I want a full 6x8 page for it. I just have the one Fa La La one. These next few are from Mrs. Brumble's. She's primarily more about planners, but she does do 12x12 papers for creating December, documenting December stuff. So I have this one, a cut apart sheet there. 2 of these because I think these will go really well, because I've seen this sort of checked element throughout the Fa La La, and I've got a fair amount of that to use up. So I have 2 of them ones, and then this one is script, and then Cocoa on the back. Next up I have the Sugar Plum collection by My Mind's Eye, I believe. Yep, My Mind's Eye. So I have this one. Some of them I've already trimmed off the branding strips on these ones. This one. I love the stripe on this side. This one. This one. I do realise this is an absolutely insane number of papers for a December daily, but it will all just go back in my stash, what I don't use anyway. I'd rather have lots and lots of choice, because I can be quite indecisive till I get in the swing of things on a project. So those are the ones by Sugar Plum Mind's Eye. I've got a couple of old ones. These ones are from 2015, and these are hip kit ones, which I've had for ages. So I have this one. This one. Quite a few wood grain in here. I like to use wood grain on my projects quite a lot. Apologies for my voice as well. I am still recovering from a horrid chest infection and I can't speak up, otherwise I will start coughing. I just have a couple more which are random ones. There's this one that came in my Mine the Scrap kit, the Perfect Winter, which I'll probably be using for this side. I do get duplicates, so I will be able to use the other one and use the other side on a different project. I just really like this wood grain on this one, so I may end up using that. But then there is butterflies on that side, so we'll see. And finally this one I wanted to use because it's a bit of a specialty paper. The other side is more Valentine's-y, but this side is some pretty hearts. Okay, I also have this paper pad which was really cheap, £4 from the Works, and it's pastels, pinks, blues, greens. There's little elements of glitter on the page in there as well, so I'll probably use a few bits from that. From Fa La La I have this red glittered paper here. These are my specialty ones now. I also have two of these which are the Scripty font on Craft, which are also by Create Paper Fa La La. I also have some vellum pieces, but these may glare quite badly. I have this one that's Felicity Pink Fresh. I have a DIY shop one, but it will probably glare a bit with gold foil. I have this specialty paper with wood grain on by Jen Hadfield. I have some cork, not quite a whole sheet, but I thought it might be interesting to try and do some embellishments with that. I have some blue vellum, or sort of greeny blue, aqua colour, teal, oh there, teal stripe by My Mind's Eye. I've got a couple of those. I have some silver and white cardstock which came in a previous Mine the Scrap kit. I have this silver dotty vellum here, a dotty one in teal again, another one of these ones. As you can see, I have got a lot. I won't be using it all, obviously. Another one of those. This lovely one which has, oops, Merry Christmas and things written across it. Finally, Cute Girl. Vellum here with the confetti pieces down it. And that is all the specialty papers which I'll be using to do like filler pages and to cover up one page to another, things like that. So that is all the papers along with the pads here. As you can see, it's a lot of stuff, but I will see how I get on. So next up I have, oh, I do have a couple more bits that I forgot. I have some of this satiny red cardstock, some glitter red cardstock, and some white that I can turn into, they're like cards, so I can turn them into photo flip pages. Okay, so moving on.